You suck, your business sucks, and you'll never be successful. How many people paid you $5,000? You ever lied to anybody? Okay, real quick. Anything you see in here? It's over, bro. What's your belief system? You're married, yes, to a woman, or you let your wife wear pants? When I ask you for something and you don't give it to me, are you knowing that you're lying to me?
Lying?
You cannot move being this comfortable. But you be in the crib and your drawers just like, hey, yo. My job is to make you fail. My job is to make you quit. My job is to make you cry. But if you survive it, success is on the other side. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, you don't say thank you yet.
I'm excited.
You never know. The most dangerous podcast. You know what I mean? How you feeling?
Feeling good. I'm ready to get this work.
Good. You're an entrepreneur, yes?
Yes, I am.
All right, tell me about that.
In.
20 years?
2 years.
2 years?
2 years in, yeah.
Gotcha. So what about, so I guess you became an entrepreneur during the pandemic?
I did. Yeah, I moved to Atlanta during the pandemic. I started a business during the pandemic. And my goal is just really to learn, prove the concept, and keep learning.
How old are you?
40.
40. Mm-hmm. So before age 38, you never wanted to be an entrepreneur?
I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I just consumed a lot of podcasts, read a lot of books, and I was just tired of doing that. I just
for 40 years?
Not for 40 years.
38?
I wasn't reading from the womb.
But you said you always wanted to be an entrepreneur.
Okay, yes, I did.
So I'm trying to break down. So I always wanted to be an entrepreneur too, but I always was just trying stuff. Mm-hmm. But I don't think I've ever had a chance to talk to somebody who always wanted to be an entrepreneur and just didn't do anything.
Well, it's not. I did not do anything. I sold like T-shirts, or I bought and sold sneakers a bunch of times,
okay.
Things like that. But I never actually like went out there and like started an LLC and started actually doing things legit until 2 years ago. But I did do, I actually tried a bunch of.
Okay, then that makes sense. That makes sense. What made these last 2 years different?
I think something just bit me and said, you got to just jump out there and do it. I have a friend who does the same thing in Maryland, which is where I moved from. And he said if I were to start over, I would do it this way. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and take that advice and run with it.
Do you think social media is the thing that bit you?
No, I don't think so. I'm not really big on social media.
Think about this from the perspective of the story that I'm seeing. For 38 years, you do a little hustle here and there, but then the economy gets flooded with money. We see all these other entrepreneurs making all of this money, and Ramon thinks to himself, it's time.
Could be a case for that.
If that is the case, you missed the boat. That was a period of time where there's a bunch of money. Nobody cares about how much anything costs.
Right.
It's just, if I'm being honest, would I have ever invested $55,000 in coaching if it wasn't the pandemic? Maybe not. There was just extra money floating around. But if you got in at that point, you may have missed the boat of entrepreneurship. Because then it's back to regular entrepreneurship, which is the state it was for your last 38 years.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
You've got to consider that.
Absolutely.
So now that it's regular again, are you going to keep being an entrepreneur?
I am. I committed to this. I'm proving the concept, and I'm just learning. And
have you ever committed to something else and didn't follow through?
And did not follow through?
Yeah.
I'm sure I did. I can't think of anything off.
What makes this different?
Well, I said it, so it's got to happen.
You said a lot of things in your life. You ever lied to anybody?
Maybe.
You ever lied to yourself?
Yes.
You could be lying to yourself right now.
Don't think so.
No?
This time it's for real.
Okay. When you started, first year, what year was that?
2021.
2021. How much money did we make?
First year I made $24,000.
$24,000 first year. Wow, that's incredible.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah? Absolutely. How much you make on your job?
A little over 100.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Absolutely. 20% of your income supplemented? That's amazing. Year two, how much?
This is year two. We're probably.
Oh, this is the second year. So it hasn't been.
Hasn't been exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Probably up to about 30 right now.
30 year two. We got a lot of year left or no?
Got 6 months.
So you've been in business for about a year and a half. 24,000 first year, 30,000 in first 6 months.
My goal is just to double at least every year for the first couple years, and then see where things are. That's my goal. That's my soft goal.
Good. How do you make the money? What's the business?
So the business is just party rental equipment. So everybody finds us through our website. We do a lot of Google ads, not a lot, but a lot of inbound, not a lot of outbound right now.
What do you mean?
So I'm not reaching out to people to ask them to buy things, but people, if they're having an event, they will reach out to us and ask us to give them a quote and set up a tent, drop off some tables and chairs, things like that.
How you do that? Just get people to call you.
Google ads, social media postings. Those are the two drivers of web traffic right now.
Good. All right. So profitable business?
It can be. It's not profitable for me yet because I'm still buying inventory, right? So I'll buy a tent for, let's say, $3,000. The tent is only rented for $500, right? So it takes money to make money.
Oh, I'm sorry. Say it again.
Just a rough example. So
Yeah.
a tent will cost me $3,000 to buy.
Yeah.
It rents out for $500 at a time. So, it takes a while to make money.
I see.
Back. Yeah.
I got you. Okay.
And there's costs that come with that, right? So I have
For
to hire
sure.
people to set it up, drop it off, deliver it, things of that nature.
Year one, the 24,000, you put it all back into the business?
Definitely.
Okay.
I didn't actually pay myself until this year. I actually implemented like the profit first, which I read when I was trying to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And I went back to it and then started implementing some of that. So this year I made like $500 for myself.
Gotcha.
For what it's worth.
Okay. I ain't mad at that. That's lit. All right. So do you do it by yourself or you got a partner?
I own the business by myself.
Okay.
But I don't do the work by myself, if that makes sense.
You're married, yes?
Yes.
To a woman or?
Yes.
Okay. You never know. So, what's her role in the business? Or is she?
She's just support. We're just, she's not really in a business, but she supports me.
Does she want to be in the business?
I don't think so. She makes jokes like, she doesn't like her job very much, so she makes jokes like, "Oh, when you make it, I'll be your admin," things of that nature. But I think she just.
Is she not your admin now?
No.
Why do you have to make it for her to be your admin?
That's just what she says.
There's truth in every joke.
I agree.
You don't think it's a problem?
With that?
Yeah.
With her wanting to be admin?
Only when you make it?
Oh, only when I make it.
Imagine if you made $500,000 a year, I'll make dinner. But until then, I'm just being messy. Don't answer that question because she's watching this. The uncomfortableness. Okay. All right. So you work the job, and you're building your business. Do you have an idea of what it's going to take to leave your job, or are you going to stay at your job forever too?
No, I don't plan on staying at my job forever. I have a stated goal that I want to quit my job by 2024. What is it going to take?
Doesn't sound like you even believe it. It sounds like you said it, but you don't believe it.
Yeah, I do believe it.
Yeah.
You
said I have a stated goal that, and then you did your hands like this, like, you don't believe it.
I believe it. That is the goal I'm working towards.
Is that the goal?
That is the goal. Yeah.
Doesn't seem like that's the goal. It sounds like an idea.
Mm-hmm. Why do you say that?
Because the way you said it didn't seem like it's something you're actively pursuing. You think about it on a regular basis, like you're going hard at it. And I think one of the challenges may be that you make too much money on your job.
I agree. I'm not gonna lie to you. I agree. I think about this all the time. Like, there's been situations where a job would come up and I'm like, it's not really that profitable. Let me not take it. And I feel like if I were like a more hungrier entrepreneur, if I weren't making, or if I didn't have a full-time job, I might jump at more opportunities than I do now. So I don't disagree with that.
Yo, bro, you don't have to quit your job to be a full-time entrepreneur. You can literally, how long you been there?
Less than 2 years.
2 years?
Less than 2 years.
You can actually stay there like 30, get your like pension or whatever, and just make money on the side. Really?
Yeah.
I'm saying this to you because there's people out there that think that the goal has to be to quit the job. And if you are living a comfortable life, there's nothing wrong with living a comfortable life.
I don't disagree, but it's not what I want to do right now. My goal. What I want to do is I want to run my own company, continue to grow as an entrepreneur. It doesn't have to be this company per se, but that's my goal. I just want to keep learning and be better as an entrepreneur.
1 to 5. 5, I go hard every single day. That's all I think about leaving my job. 1 is like, I really like this place.
Job?
Yeah. Like you on your level of wanting to leave.
1.
1.
Yeah.
You're gonna be there for a minute.
Why?
Because it's not necessarily a driving thing for you. And it's extremely comfortable.
It is, yeah.
And you're going to keep putting the money back into the business, which is needed, right? Mm-hmm. But because it's almost not like you're getting a big reward. It's almost like the money doesn't even exist. It's just something that you're toying with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see why you would say that. But again, this is this is a long time coming for me.
Yeah.
I'm committed to making this happen.
Yeah.
So I am going to make it happen.
Are you committed to making this happen in terms of building a business, or committed to making this happen to leave your job?
Both.
I don't think you're committed to leaving your job. You don't seem committed to leaving your job.
If I'm committed to anything, it's that. Yeah.
Why?
If I had to pick one.
Why?
That's what I want to do.
My point is, if that's what you really, really wanted to do, it wouldn't be lackadaisical. It wouldn't be, oh, I'm not going to take a job right now because I'm good. You said there's nothing wrong with your job. You kind of enjoy it, right?
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You're going to be there for a minute. I'm just saying, I guess my goal right now is to convince you that it's okay to stay at that job, especially because you haven't developed that internal aggression. There's got to be like an aggression, like a driving force to build anything big.
Yeah.
But I think you obviously you got a 6-figure job, you got a business. I'm sure your business will be at 6 figures in no time. But I think you're going to stay for a while because even, that you make 6 figures on a business is not
right
6 figures really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't get at the job. They just give you the money. Mm-hmm. You get to keep it.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna be there for a minute, bro.
Yeah.
And I want you to be comfortable with that.
I'm not comfortable with that.
You are comfortable.
I'm not comfortable.
Are you telling me you're not comfortable with the position you're in life right now?
I mean, life is comfortable, yes.
It's comfortable. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But I'm not comfortable
It's
with
comfortable.
The thought. I'm not comfortable with the thought.
You're not comfortable with hearing me say it.
Or I'm not comfortable with me thinking about it either.
Of course, you don't want to say it or hear it or think about it, but the reality is it's comfortable. The reason you don't want to think about it is because you know it's true.
Yeah, I hear you.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. That is the reality. However, I'm committed to making a change, right? So that's
making a change in terms of what? Of leaving your job.
Yes. Leaving my job, continuing to grow as an entrepreneur, building something bigger, setting an example.
To who?
Friends, family.
Your wife work a job too?
Does she work a job?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's she do? She's
an account executive for a healthcare company.
Oh, so she making bread too?
She making bread.
Right? You ain't going nowhere, bro. You ain't going nowhere. You gonna be on that job, she gonna be on that job. And y'all gonna hang out on the weekends, take your 2 weeks off.
Right, that's the problem. That's what I'm trying to get away from.
You're not trying to get away from it.
I am.
You love it.
No, I don't love it. That is not true. That is not true.
You love it.
That is not true. It is the fact that it is.
Okay, let me ask you this. In the last 6 months or so, last 12 months, you've never had a conversation with someone about how sweet your situation is?
Never.
Yes, you have.
Never.
You be with your friends like, nah, my job is good, man. We make the 6 figures and all.
There's a difference between comfortable and sweet. It is comfortable. It's not sweet.
You and your wife got good jobs. Y'all got kids?
We're fine, yeah.
How many?
2.
How old?
3 and 6.
3 and 6. Y'all lit, bro. Life is good. Tell me to go the other way. Life is good.
Life is comfortable.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I'm not
You
disagreeing with that.
cannot move being this comfortable.
How do you suggest I get uncomfortable?
I don't know.
Like, can you make your own situation uncomfortable? Like, your situation is a situation, right? Do I make it uncomfortable on purpose?
What's your job?
I've had this conversation. I have. It didn't go over too well, but
What was the conversation with who?
my wife, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What she said?
In so many words, it's a no right now.
It's a no.
I've had conversations. I've had friends who are entrepreneurs, right? They told me to approach it a certain way, right? Mm-hmm. Women care about stability, things of that nature. So I've put things in place to like start getting ready for that, right? So for example, I started taking on, for example, like our phone bill is part of our household budget. I took that from the household budget, put it into the business budget, and therefore it looks like, from a household perspective, that we have more room, I guess. That's just one small thing, but I'm putting things like that in place to kind of get ready for the next step.
You let your wife wear pants?
Yeah, she can wear pants if she wants to. Yeah.
My wife doesn't own a pair of pants. I wear the pants. You understand me? Okay? She tried to put on some pants the other day. I said, no, we're not doing that. You better put on a sundress. Okay. I'm just playing. But I would imagine that, especially if, I don't know if your wife came from a lot of entrepreneurs or she is an entrepreneur, it's over, bro. Mm. You're going to literally have to make, you got to profit like $1 million or something like that for your wife to even be comfortable with that. But you're never going to get there because it feels so good to be where you're at right now. Mm. It's not like you can replace your income. Let's say, for instance, you replace your income and you say, babe, 120,000 on the job, 120 here. Now you're bringing in like two something. You know what I mean? You're bringing like $250,000. Mm-hmm. But you know the 120 from your business, it's probably less, right? Because there's expenses.
120 from the business.
Huh?
Let's say the business grew to a point where I'm actually taking in 120.
You're taking in 120. You're still not going to leave. You know why?
Why? Because
we've risen to a level where we're making 250,000 or 240. So now you and your wife are living a lifestyle of you make 240, she's making whatever she makes, and that combined income is now the lifestyle. If you cut off 100 something, now the lifestyle takes a dip. And I don't know your wife, but she doesn't seem like the type that's trying to take a dip. Okay. The more money you make, more exciting maybe the marriage becomes and you get a couple more kids.
Nope.
Is it over?
Dead.
It's over. Not possible?
It's possible, but it's not happening.
Oh, yeah, no, it is.
Yeah, we agree. This is a done deal. We both agree. We're on the same page.
I understand. Mm-hmm. Those pages turn, though. They change.
Yes. Yeah.
Imagine making more money, y'all hanging out, y'all enjoy, get a bigger house. Wife's like, yo, you know what? Let's go to
it can't happen that way, right? Because if you're making more money, that means you're working more, right? In this business, in my business, mm-hmm. like you to make more, you have to work more, mm-hmm. and therefore the time is shrunk, right? So you can't keep working a job.
It doesn't work that way.
Tell me why.
Because you're managing it. It's not a night and day thing. It's not like, all right, I got my job today and I got like a whole bunch of time, and then the business grows and tomorrow I don't have any time. It doesn't work. There's gradual changes, and as your lifestyle, that's why I'm saying the more money you make on your job and your business, it's a gradual change, and eventually you just have this lifestyle. Right. And possibly, I don't know how you guys manage the finances, but you make too much money, a bigger house is inevitable because this little house ain't gonna do it. Mm-hmm. How many bedrooms you got?
3.
Make some more money, it's going to another house. Trust me. I'm sure y'all already had the conversation.
Definitely. Yeah.
I know this. And the more money you make, the more house we can afford. And you can't, what kind of car you drive?
I'm honestly not that kind of person.
What kind of car you drive?
Hyundai Sonata.
You're not going to get this big house and you got a Sonata in the front. It's not happening. I'm telling you.
I promise you. We can afford more house now if we wanted to.
I
But
know.
We're not. We're just not.
But once you get to a point where you afford it and you're comfortable giving it, you will. You got this. It's like a balance. Not a balance, but it's like the seesaw thing. You're like, I can afford more house, but I'm not going to spend it. But if you make more money and you can afford more house, then you'll get the house that you could have afforded originally.
How are we talking about leaving a job? We're supposed. I need a hot seat about my business.
I want you to know
This
that
is
you're
where I
not
wanna
going
go.
nowhere. That's what this is about.
No, I'm going somewhere.
Are you?
I'm out of there. 2024, I'm out of there.
This conversation is directly related to your business. Because you're going to leave here and you're going to realize that some of the things, not all, some of the things that I'm saying is correct. And it's going to drive you to figure out how much money you need to make that move. You know how much that is?
No.
I know. Because it's all play money. It's cool to do a business. You got a bunch of money. I'm sure because you like what you said on your lifestyle, like you're not spending all your money. You make good money. Wife makes good money. She wants to be comfortable. You want to be comfortable. I'm just telling you, you're going to be there for a while. And hopefully when you leave here, you say, who does he think he's talking to? I'm about to get out of here. I'm going to at least figure out how much it's going to be for me to leave. And I'm going to sit my wife down, say, take them pants off. Here's what's going to happen, woman. Okay? I'm just playing. I'm being messy for content, okay? But you'll sit down and say, once the business does this in profit, I will leave. Are you comfortable with that? She's going to say no. And you're going to say, well, how much do we need to profit for you to be comfortable for me to leave? And she comes up with a number and y'all write it down and say, okay, now I have a target. And it might drive you to push a little bit harder because you know you got to get to this target.
That's a good idea.
I know.
You got good ideas. I do have a goal in mind. I think if the business gets to 500K gross,
Yeah.
I think that'd be enough for me to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are we going to get to 500K when you turn down gigs and just living your whole life?
Agreed. Yeah. No, I've turned a page on that though. I have. I told you I have mentors, and I was told that you're too comfortable. I've been told that before.
Yeah.
So I started taking on jobs this year, which is why I was able to get kind of basically already surpassed what I did last year. So I am turning the page. I am listening, and taking heed to some advice.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So we're about to turn it up?
Absolutely.
What are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling fired up. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. See how he works,
I'm about
man.
to call my manager right now. Say I'm not
Quit,
coming in.
y'all. I'm not coming in, bro. Forget y'all. Y'all trying to hold me back. Y'all don't believe my dreams. Anyway, I'm out.
Word.
Forget you. You're cool. Can you see it?
I can see it.
You see yourself quitting?
Yeah, I can.
That's good. Well, okay, so talk to me about the business. What are the pain points?
Pain points. Pain points are the job, which you already talked about, because I can't take on certain things. Hiring. That's also been an issue for me. I need to get to a place where I can hire somebody more consistent. So right now the jobs it's a seasonal business in some aspects of it. So I would like to get some more help.
Seasonal events?
Somewhat. No, not like the majority of my business is tents. So that is seasonal, right? It's really slow in July, for example. Really busy in May during graduation season. Little pickup in the fall. But I'm trying to get into more indoor events, so like weddings, getting more event furniture, like Chivari chairs, things of that nature.
When you say you're trying to get more into indoor events, what does that mean?
Like I need to get inventory to market to those people, like event planners and things of that nature. And then I need to have people that I can employ on a regular basis that they can kind of help me with that.
But when you say you're trying to do it, I don't understand. Does it mean like you're putting effort towards it?
I am. I'm reaching out to people about it. I'm putting.
You said you don't do no reaching out though.
Okay.
You said all your business is inbound right now.
Okay.
So you're not reaching out to people.
I am reaching out to people. I am.
How often? Be honest.
Right now, probably once a week. Very slow.
So you're not trying.
Okay. I'll take that and receive that.
I really do like you as a person, okay? This is just me creating content. Don't worry.
It's all good.
So you're not trying.
I'm also adding things to the website, right? To gauge interest, right? So I'll add inventory as I see things are popular to see what kind of interest those things are getting. And, trying to save up the money so I can invest in those things and bring in some inventory.
Okay. You got to work a little harder. Okay. But I think in all fairness, you weren't really working that hard because you didn't have a goal, and it's working for you. Like, you don't got to ask nobody to buy. They're just coming to the website, hitting you up. We got some Google ads going, and it just comes to you. But if you really, really want to break into it, and the pace that we're going right now, 2024 doesn't seem like a realistic goal. Remember initially when you sat down, 2024, realistic. So when you gave me the answer that you gave me, I knew that you didn't believe that. Now that I understand the numbers even more and the whole situation, it's over. But now if we have more of a focus, then if we maybe double our output, which maybe 2 times a week, or maybe 2 times a day. What are you doing on your lunch break?
I don't have a lunch break. At
work?
Yeah, I just work. It's not,
You get a
like
lunch
I take
break.
an hour and then go somewhere. I don't do that.
You get a lunch break though.
Yeah, I just eat when I want to.
What do you do?
I work in finance.
I was about to say the company. You work in finance.
I do. I work from home. I don't go to an office.
And you work from home? Yo, your life is sweet, my boy. Oh my gosh.
I'm working right now.
You've never bragged about, yo, I get to work from home. I make 6 figures. You've never said it.
Why would I brag about it? I'm not. That's
braggable, bro.
But that's not where I want to go.
Corporate America, that is the flex.
But that's not where I want to be.
But that's where you are.
Yeah.
You never got around your other employed friends, and
Never.
That's a flex, bro.
Never.
I don't think you're telling the truth. But you work from home. That's why you don't take a lunch break, because it's all lunch break.
I eat whenever I want to, yeah.
And you make 1 call a week to build this business.
I see where you're going. Yep.
When I can see a whole picture,
Yeah.
it all makes sense. And once you see the picture, like now that we're talking about it, it will all make sense about the results that we're going to get. And you've done well. I think that's really, really good. But it seems like everything about you and your life is a coast, which, by the way, isn't a bad thing.
No, I'm a high S.
You're blessed.
You know, when I saw Dewan doing all the readings and stuff, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm just
Coaster, bro.
I like to set up myself to coast, but I'm ready to break that.
I will tell you, them high S's is very, very difficult. Those aren't typically the ones that build a business or are the CEO of a company.
I'm actually a high C and a high S.
Yeah, even worse. Even worse.
Golly.
So the whole you will focus on the project itself, but everything is going to have to be perfect. So before you'll never just walk in your job and then leave. I wonder what's your wife?
Her
It's an assessment.
I think she's a high I and a high S. Those are the 2 highest ones.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, bro, you're not just about to walk into a job without full calculations and everything being right. So you probably spend time just making sure the website's perfect and getting the stuff. I know it, bro.
A bunch of time.
Yeah. So it makes sense why you only call 1 person a week, because you'd rather, as it's coming in, that's cool. That's your flow. But you got to break out of that. The way we do it is we set a target of work, a work target. How many people are we going to call every day? You got time.
Yeah.
No shortage of time. But we're going to have to do some work, or you're going to be at that job for a very long time, or somebody's going to offer you another job, but on a job for sure for a very long time.
I hear you. and I receive it.
Yes.
But yeah, we gonna step it up
Today?
today.
How many people are we gonna call today?
2.
2. I was thinking when I came with the number that you had like this job, you gotta like slide out, but it's going. You know what I think also you should probably do? You have to get your wife excited about this project. And she needs to see you working harder than you normally do. Like when you get home, hopefully she sees something changes about you. Because if you get on fire, she'll get on fire. You feel me?
Yeah, I do.
She won't even wait until the business builds. If you're speaking as if this is something that's going to happen, she'll be your admin now. Because now we're both excited. If you can paint that picture of what life would look like if y'all didn't have your jobs.
I can see that. The other day, Love and Hip Hop called me, and she got excited. That's her show.
Oh, wow.
One of her shows. And she got excited. She goes, you got to take that. You got to take that. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take it. I mean, it didn't come through, but nonetheless, yeah, you're right. I can see
That's
that.
good.
I can see you saying. I can see that, how that would make a difference.
Yeah, paint a picture.
Yeah.
How often do you paint a picture? Not you, but just everybody. Even, I mean, I talk to my wife often about like, you know, about the size of the business. Like when we're building this thing. Like we're building it. But the inspiration is she sees me build every day. So she naturally wants to be an entrepreneur too. But your wife isn't coming along if she don't feel that you really, really want it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Cool?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Great job.
It's great.
Oh, man.
Thanks.
If you like the video that you just watched, click this one. You're going to like this one, maybe even more. Click it right now.